Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you. Court adjourns hearing of certificate forgery case against Obaseki. Yesterday, we brought you up to date with regards to, Pastor Sage Ize Iyamu and APC who have charged Governor Gordon Obaseki, the executive governor, who was elected again for a second tenure and his inauguration has been, done to serve the people of Edo State. Well, APC and Ize Iyamu charged Obaseki to court just after Obaseki's inauguration on his interview on Channels Television. Obaseki was asked, some questions, and part of the question was, has Pastor Sage Ize Iyamu reached out to you? He said, no. If he reach out to me, I'll be able to, he's my brother, we'll be able to work together and see how he can bring his wealth of knowledge to contribute to development of Edo State. He said since September 19, Pastor Sage Ize Iyamu has not reached out to him, not knowing that there is still lawsuits being planned against Governor Gordon Obaseki. Well, I want to keep you up to date with all that happened with the lawsuit yesterday. The hearing of the alleged certificate forgery suit filed against Governor of Edo State, Governor Gordon Obaseki, by the All Progressive Congress APC and Pastor Sage Ize Iyamu has been adjourned by the Federal High Court in Abuja. The suit was fixed for hearing on Monday but was adjourned by Justice Ahmed Mahmood till Wednesday. So tomorrow we'll be bringing you up to date about the issue. Okay, Justice Ahmed adjourned the matter following the submission of counsel to Obaseki, Ken Mazik, requesting that all pending motions relating to pleads had to be resolved first before going into the subsidiary matter. Obaseki's counsel specifically prayed the court to allow him to move his motion challenging the competence of the appeal filed by the APC to the defense of his in the matter. But lawyer to the APC, Akin Olujomi, objects Mozik's position, asked the court to step down all the pending applications and allow him proceed with his submissive matter by calling his witnesses who were in the court. After listening to two parties, Justice Mahmood heard that the motion for Governor Gordon Obaseki challenging the competence of the APC reply to his defense was fundamental. He added that since the motion was related to the pleading, it had to be resolved first. Consequently, the judge adjourned the matter till Wednesday, where further hearing and proceedings will continue. APC and Pastor Sage Ize Iyamu is praying the court to nullify Governor Godwin Obaseki's win in the September 19 election for producing false certificate to INEC in the matter of his University of Ibadan certificate, which the university published in national newspaper that indeed Obaseki was a graduate of their institution and started in 1976, finished 1979, signed by the registrar and the vice chancellor of the university. So my people, this is what is going on right now. Despite all that, Pastor Sage Ize Iyamu, APC, still took Obaseki to court. And the court was adjourned yesterday, and by tomorrow, we'll be keeping you up to date as the matter unfolds. So, my people, right now, this is what is happening. You see, it's happening, and the matter is still ongoing. The investigations, everybody's bringing up, their facts relating to the matter. Why this? Why that? Who did this? Who did that? And so the matter is on. We'll be keeping you up to date in a couple of days as the matter unfolds. Governor Gordon Obaseki, yes, has been inaugurated as the governor of Edo State, and he's been sworn in. Despite that, the APC and Pastor Sage Ize Iyamu is actually asking the courts to get rid of Governor Godwin Obaseki, saying that Governor Godwin Obaseki produced false evidences, produced false evidences to the courts, and as a result, does not, that's not integrity, is a criminal offense, and as such, Obaseki should be disqualified. And what that means is, if Obaseki is disqualified, it automatically makes Ize Iyamu the governor of Edo State, since he was the runner-up. So these are matter going on. We all know the stiff battle and contest that was between them. But we know that right now what is going on, there is a lot of court cases coming here and there. Ize Iyamu himself has his own court cases still awaiting him. We have the issue of fraud, where it was not even Obaseki that filed the lawsuit against Ize Iyamu himself. It is, it is EFCC themselves. You see, because when a man, there is a story that happened in the Holy Book. A man came to the king and said, there is this man in your kingdom. He had many sheep, very many sheep. So he had a guest. And what did he do? He took the man that there is a poor man in that same country where that very rich man had many sheep where many flocks. The rich man that had many sheep, flocks, and all that had a guest. What did he do? It was that poor man in his country, in his vicinity. Sheep, the man had only one sheep, and that sheep was, that sheep helps him, is like a child to him. The sheep grew up from being a lamb and has grown now to a full grown. I know the sheep help him. They've grown so much together, you see. And so that rich man took that poor man's sheep and used it to entertain the rich man. And when they told the king said, "Oh my God, what kind of wickedness is this? How can you be pointing at somebody to say, remove something from your eye, and you have a whole in fact, you have a caterpillar in your own eye. You've not seen it. You are talking about a little broomstick in the other person's eye." And guess what? The king said, "Let that man be dealt with. Let that man be, in fact, this and this." And he has already started pronouncing judgment. He said, "You are the one. You are the one. You are the one who did that." He said, "Me?" He said, "Yes. You took somebody else's wife. You killed him. You are the one." And you see, so that's why we should be careful how we point the finger. There are other four pointing back at you. Guys, what do you think? Leave us a comment. Let's hear your thoughts. God bless you. Have a lovely and a fantastic day. Don't forget you have a voice. Bye for now.